All right, good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday the 13th. We're going to call it the lucky Friday the 13th because I had a very good trading day today. I am up 1,700 across my 6 Apex funded accounts, nearly 300 in profit on each account. Had a good day on evals. I passed one eval. I've got a nice profit going on this specific eval that I'm trading right now. And I had a $1,000 profit on take profit eval. On the bad side, I did lose 2 take profit evals and I lost a couple Apex evals, but oh well, eval lives don't matter. So anyway, the focus is on the funded accounts. I have a 1 trade day and I want to just kind of walk you through that trade or those trades today. So let's go back to this morning, and the move that we traded was right here. Let's switch this so we can see it. There we go. And I also want to bring this back to this morning because this was what signified it got me to enter this trade. So I did mismanage this a little bit, and I want to talk through this. So I took the entry right here at about 934 off of this wick, this big long wick. So this is kind of almost a C hitchhiker setup. It's almost a breakout trade. But we had very, very strong push after the open, and I was looking at right here. I was looking at these wicks right here. This hold is what was signifying that we're going to go long, or we're going to push right here at the open, and I'm going in, and I did. Now, I was afraid after this trade kind of took a little while to develop and for this to actually power through, especially up here. But even at the outset, we were kind of sitting here, and I was starting to get worried. I got my first profit target at 10 points. My ATM is set up to where I usually go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And I will sometimes mess up. A lot of times I will mess with the furthest out profit targets, and I'll move those around. But I got cold feet on this move up, and it was such a slow move up. Even though this is a big green candle, this was a slow move up. And I was afraid of seeing a double top right here. I was afraid that we would top this and reject. And that trading with that emotion caused me to grab my profit targets and pull them down to a 5-point increment. So I took profit at 10, 15, 20, and 25 points rather than 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I left a good at least $100 on the table on this trade because I pulled those profit targets in. Now I did have the wherewithal to keep the last one up here, and I just kept pushing it up and took profit near the top. I think I was out with 80 points on that last contract. So I'm not complaining. It's a great trade, up 300 across all the accounts. Very, very happy with that. Don't get me wrong. The lesson though is I could have done better in managing this trade, but that was my Apex trade. On the U profit side of things, I did not take any trades because I did request a payout this morning on this account. As you can see here, I did request 1,500, and so that should get approved. I've got like 92% of my trades were over the minute requirement that they have, so no issues there, and I don't come close to risking 750 per trade, so not a big deal. Now, I want to make a point about something that I was really thinking about last night. Yesterday, I had the big red day, and I was telling you guys that I told myself I wanted to get to a payout with Apex this year yet. And for that reason, I kind of decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep pushing yesterday and see if I can get some money profit made on the Apex accounts. And I ended up, trading and losing $1,000 per account, and we had a $6,000 red day. I wasn't on tilt. My headspace was correct. I just decided I was going to keep working at it, and try to get those accounts to green yesterday so I can hopefully get to a payout. That thinking was very, very bad, and here's why. I have taken, with this 1,500 I just submitted with UProfit, I will have taken out $4, $5, $6, almost $7,000 with UProfit in the last 6 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And I got to thinking, what's the difference? What's the difference? And the difference is I am looking for $200 a day, and I'm trying to lock in 200 in a trade setup. And then, I'll break, basically once I'm 200 in profit, I'll move my stop, and to protect that 200 and then try to let the trade run and try to let it go. And that's how I trade them. And if you look at this, 320, 200, 210, 335, 320, 305, 525, 520, no red days, just consistent. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I never have red days. That's not my point. I'm saying on this specific account, for the first 9 days of trading, I have been green every single day. And the reason is because of the mentality I've got. I want to get to my 200 and then I'm out, and I'm happy and I'm moving on. And I got to thinking about this, and I'm just sharing this as much for my own sake as I am for you. I'm sharing this from almost a kind of a goal setting. If you write something down, the goal becomes more of a reality. And I'm sharing this verbally with myself and you. So I did some math. So if I were to average 200 per day with my 6 accounts, granted I now have 7 and I want to get to 10 again, but anyway, let's go with the 6 for math's sake. 6 accounts, if I can average, please listen, average 200 per day. In a week, that's $1,000. In a month, that's $4,000. Times 6 accounts is $24,000. Times 12 months is almost 300 grand. Now, what does it look like to average 200? Because we all know that we will have red days. The key is to not have a day like yesterday. The key is to lock in 200, 250, 280. If we get lucky, or if we get into a really good trade and we have a $300 to $400 trade or profit per account, awesome. And then we try to keep the red days to a bit of a minimum. Try to keep those to that, $200, $300. If I can do that, I may not be averaging at, $24,000 a month per account, but you can at least get them to $15,000 per month across the 6 accounts. And I just really started thinking about that and thinking to myself, I've taken out nearly 7 grand with just a couple of you profit accounts, trading them singularly. Why not use the same mentality and trade that way with Apex? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be really, really focused on getting to 200 plus, and then walking away for the day on my Apex accounts. And that's why I was not compelled to continue trading today, even though we had this big rejection move. And what I'd elected to do was I actually traded evals through here. That's where I passed this one. It's where I made the 1,000 on this one. And I've been trading this one kind of off and on during the day here, this last one here. And obviously I did lose some because I got really aggressive and we had some bigger moves. This doesn't look like much, but there was some pretty significant moves in here, and I lost a few of them, but that's okay. Eval lives don't matter, as my buddy Nutty likes to say. I love that saying. Eval lives don't matter. Anyway, so that is my plan going forward, is to just be very diligent, get to the 200 or so, and get out and move on with the day. So anyway, sharing that for my own sake and for you from an accountability perspective, that's what I need to be doing. And I guess if I start erring from that, you guys need to smack me in the comments and say, hey, Black Coffee Trader, you were talking about steady, making sure you're at 200, why are you trying to get to 800 and then once you have a red day and blah, 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 blah. So don't let me do that. Anyway, let's pull up TradeZella and I want to show you that. Definitely feels so good to end the week on a green note, 1,700. The only reason I had an 87% win rate and not 100% because 2 of the accounts got reverse positioned again. It's almost a daily occurrence these days. So that's why I have an average loss of $8, $750, an average win of 248, which is still fantastic. Very nice Zella score, 90. A couple days ago we had 100. That was great. But this week, quite a week, down 3,000. 2 red days accounted for almost 10,000 in losses, and the 3 green days accounted for about 7,000 in wins. And so we have a net loss of 3. Now go right back to the math I was just talking about. Had I kept these red days to a very small minimum, I would be green, like gold and green this week. So go figure. But anyway, that's why we do this. We're here to learn, and we're here to get better each and every day. We're down $2,200 for the month, which we can reclaim that and get back to where we need to be. So feels good to finish the day on a green note for sure and finish the week strong. So, all right, that's pretty much where I'm at. That's where my headspace is at. Have I covered everything? I think I have. Oh, the Apex, don't forget that sale, by the way, 80% off. I'm probably going to be adding a few accounts because I did blow quite a few of these that I bought with 90% off. So shame on me, but definitely going to add a few more accounts because I really want to get to 10 again. But in any case, that 80% off sale is going on until Tuesday. So we've got several more days to take advantage of that. The take profit sale is still going on with the 40% off and the lifetime and the fees refunded on the first payout. So basically you get a free account. If you pass it on the first try and get a payout, you'll get your active or your eval fee refunded. So very, very nice deal with Take Profit Trader. And I'm probably going to buy a couple more of those because I would like to pass a few of those as well. So anyway, thanks for using code BCT, which gets you those deals and helps me out, supports the channel, and helps me to bring these videos to you. If you're new, please like and subscribe. And once again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys following along. Thanks. I've noticed we had a few more new subscribers, slowly but surely trying to build this channel up a little bit. So thank you. I appreciate you all. Hope you had a great day. Have a good weekend. And we'll be back at it next week. So until next time, take care and so long.